Where are we going?
We're taking the ferry from Denmark, Helsingør, to Sweden, Helsingborg. The castle of Hamlet said the famous words, "There is something rotten in the state of Denmark." And there it is. It was a beautiful place. Our first real adventure has begun. Always somebody who doesn't understand they should not put on the card arm.
It could have been us. I have to say.
Could have been us.
It could have been us. God damn it. Learning.
By doing. Det er godt, der kommer et smil fra Berlin alligevel.
So, the time has come to say goodbye.
We tried.
We tried. You just wouldn't cooperate.
Goodbyes.
Den virker hver gang.
Pas på dig grin. Mr. Bubs. Jo, bare. Med lidt hjælp fra vores AI-venner lykkedes det nu at hacke vores roof trunk light and the Tesla. Nu snød jeg den med en lille gammeldags teske til lige at tro, at døren var lukket. Bum, bum, bum. Så lukker man der, så tror den, nu skal den låse, og skal den slukke der. Så nu er vi alle sammen blevet gode venner igen.
Det er godt. Der er ilderne og...
Og det er når de ikke selv kan finde ud af det, så må man fikse det.
Nå, godnat.
Godnat. Drive to Lillehammer. Yes. Lillehammer. Lillehammer. Okay, we are back, we're live, we're online, let's go.
Let's go. We have an announcement. We killed
the project.
We killed Trankaset, and it was a necessary thing to do, I would say.
It was very dangerous.
Especially when there is a very hungry pregnant woman and we don't have enough time.
I think we have to rewind the clock a little bit. We set out from Copenhagen into the north.
With high expectations.
With high expectations and perhaps naive preparations. No, the idea was that we would want to do a 5-day outdoor camping, cooking, sleeping in the car experience, driving around in Norway.
Yeah. We saw ourselves as, campers and people that wanted that thing about doing it all by yourself and cooking under open fire, under open sky, being in nature.
Like in the old days. It's a beautiful idea.
It's a beautiful idea. Now I see myself more as technology optimists. So we decided to quit the slow cooking, bullshit, dangerous Trankaset that is so popular here in Norway, and God knows why. And instead we're gonna buy an induction stove because we have an electric car and we don't need to burn our hands.
Literally got my fingers burned.
Yeah.
That was kind of a symbolic moment.
Yeah. And I was being very hysterical, and
at least we got it on camera.
Now we are here in the future. In the future, we're in the present, but we are seeing towards the future. And the future is
bright,
and it's electric.
All the way.
Or there's another solution.
Invite your wife out for a fancy dinner once in a while. Impress her.
Could be nice.
Yeah. I think it's about time that we move on.
Let's move on.
We moved on. So that was honest, but also important announcement for today. We've gone
back to convenience.
So now we need to order some food.
It looks like they have a really good burger.
We go in to order.
Going now.
See you later. Det är en jättemidgårdsorm. Den biter på sin egen hale.
What the heck? That looks like a giant.
Gotta love the Tesla Supercharger network. Works like a charm every time. I've actually never ever had an issue with a supercharger. In my life I've been doing quite a few road trips. Tesla Superchargers, they just work. Okay, gonna do a little walk around our camping setup here in the Model Y. Please excuse the glasses. Sun is high and I gotta stay focused. So this is the setup we have in the back. We bought a cheap fridge at a local market, and this one is running on the 12-volt outlet. The annoying thing about this one is that it pulls in the air and needs to get rid of the hot air, of course. Our original idea was that we could close this one down and just have it running. But since it can't get rid of the air that way, we had to cope with this solution. So we have our cutting board here, which works as like a pillar to keep the lid open while we are driving around, so the box can get rid of the air. A little side note is that our washing cloths here, which we use to dry the cutlery and stuff with, hangs to dry here because the hot air is coming out. So when we are done driving, this one is dry. And then down here we have one box that fits perfectly here on the side with all the tools, cutlery, balls, napkins, all that stuff. And down here we have our box with food storage, all the dry things that are not necessarily going in the fridge. It fits perfect in the bottom. There we go. And down here in this chamber we have our water tank, which also fits perfectly. Don't fill it up too much. Like that. And down here we have our favorite tool. Fuck me sideways. There you go. This one, the fast boil Highlander, what we call a storm kitchen. And this one goes on top of this one, butane high pressure gas. And this one just works every time. It's such a beautiful product. It's right there on the side, like that. And the cutting board fits nicely in that room there. Perfect. And there you have it. Beautiful little setup. Majestic.
It's this way. So this is the map of the area.
Skal vi gå på pikken?
Gå på pikken? Er det? Kan man gå på pikken?
Kan man gå på pikken? Det er spørgsmålet. Lad os prøve. Til det næste sted, ikke? Skal jeg?
We made it! You're on top of the world, baby.
Så det er bløde stole. Her, og så kigger over vores hus. Det ser stadig ligner sådan. Så er der brænde, skal der. Givet over hugge, ikke?
Okay guys, our journey has come to an end. Thanks for sticking with us this far. It's been quite a ride. I hope you got the feeling of how magical and wonderful, beautiful this trip has been for me and my wife. So we set out to figure out whether the myth of whether EVs are suitable and can even be driven on longer road trips, and also if you could be camping in the car whilst you're doing so. And I have to say, this Tesla Model 3, no Model Y, sorry, passed all the tests. It's just so reliable, it's fun, it's safe, it's sustainable as well as a bonus. And it's really been holding up. Even though we only have 371 kilometers on a full charge because of the standard range, it never was an issue because there are so many chargers all around, and we used Tesla superchargers all the way throughout the trip, except one time where we stopped at a hotel and paid a small fee for some extra hours of charging so we could reach the next charger, no problem. And we ended up getting to know the manager of the hotel, which was a really nice guy who came up with some recommendations that we ended up really appreciating later in the trip. So there's always an upside, right? And yeah, again, used or new one, it's a blast to drive EVs, especially on road trips, and especially the Teslas. It has all the right features, and it's a nice price range, especially if you pick up a used one, which we did. We bought this one, which is 2 years old, had 60,000 kilometers on the mileage, but it still drives like a new car. Can't tell that it's been driving at all. So definitely you really get a lot of bang for the buck, a lot of value for money if you buy a used Tesla, in my opinion. I think we saved 30 to 40% instead of buying a new one. And it's the same software, almost all the same features. Of course, a bit less range, but then again, we kind of like that you stop at the superchargers and get a coffee and go for a little walk, and it's beautiful. Subscribe for more adventures in the future. I'm sure you'll like it. If you enjoyed this video, which you probably did since you made it this far, and comment your own EV story, I'd love to hear it. If you have any questions, feedback, comments, let me know. I'll be getting back to all of them. And if you are getting serious about picking up a Tesla yourself, you should check out the referral link down in the listing, the description down below. It'll give you some extra free supercharging. Perhaps if you're in the States, you get a few months of free full self-driving actually, which I'm not even able to use myself because I'm in Europe. Yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks.